Gas prices continue to go in the wrong direction again as drivers across the country feel the pinch at the pump. As Dan reported, the national average this morning, $4.46 a gallon. Here in Georgia, it's $3.86, up 24 cents from just 1 week ago. And while that temporary gas tax suspension has helped keep prices down for us here in Georgia, that relief is set to expire in about 2 weeks, removing the 33 cents per gallon in savings, experts say. Global uncertainty, including tensions in the Middle East and Iran, is playing a role in pushing prices higher. So to talk more about what's driving these rising prices and what drivers can expect next, we're joined by Montrae Waiters, Public and Government Relations Consultant for AAA. So what is driving this 24-cent increase in Georgia in just the last week? Like, what happened?
Well, good morning, and thank you for having me. So as you know, yes, gas prices are climbing. And bottom line is, with this Strait of Hormuz still being closed, this is also having an effect, of course, on the crude oil. So now with crude oil well over $100, this is causing the rise at the pumps.
So how much of a difference is the gas tax suspension making right now, and what should drivers expect when that is no longer on the table in about 2 weeks?
Look, absolutely. So as you mentioned, you're talking 33 cents on the gallon at the pump that the gas tax suspension is helping us out here in Georgia. So, of course, with the gas tax being suspended, and maybe, there's a chance that the governor may extend that. Georgia can expect gas prices to shoot up, possibly at that point going over $4. How much? Because the situation is, so fluent at this time, we can't predict how high it would go, but definitely pretty sure we may go over $4.
Do you think that this is cause for people to consider changing their summer travel plans? Because we typically get these fluctuating prices that could go a little bit higher in the summer anyway. Now you add insult to injury, would you probably say families would make some pivots here soon?
Oh, absolutely. Basically, families are going to have to make the decision on, especially those who plan to drive to their locations. At this point, what we've seen before when we've had this issue, like back in, 2020, when the highest that we reached was $4.49, families actually still took their vacations. However, they just made adjustments, maybe cut back on how far they were going to have to drive, making sure that they planned out their trip to see where the lowest gas prices were too. So it's all about, those families doing what's best for the family when it comes to driving to your location.
Now, as we talk about the uncertainty that's happening in the Middle East, is it safe to say until that's rectified, this is just where we are?
Absolutely. It's unfortunate right now where we are in this situation again, but we know that we're here. We've been here for a couple of months now. So it's all about, again, planning how we're going to travel in the future by car.
What are some of these gas saving tips? I feel like we, talk about unload the trunk. Is there anything that actually really works? Because people want to know what works right now. Going slower on the highway.
Absolutely. So what I can tell you that works is to drive slower.
Okay.
Fuel economy decreases at speeds above 50. So think about it. Most of the time here in Metro Atlanta too, we're sitting on the highway early mornings trying to get to work. So traffic is kind of congested, right? So, we're not going to be driving as fast. So I guess that's a good thing to think about it, that we can save fuel there. Download those gas apps to find the cheapest gases in your area. Another good thing, believe it or not, consider paying with cash instead of using a credit card. You can save actually up to 5 to 10 cents depending on what gas station you go to get your gas. So that's the big one. And enroll in those fuel saving programs.
Okay,
that's very important.
That'll make me go to the ATM.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, thank you. You always have the best tips. We appreciate that. We'll see you again soon, hopefully talking about something different on the other side of this thing. Stay with us.
Absolutely.
We'll have much more coming up right after this.